Hey, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making Panko breaded chicken Caesar salad. Let's go ahead, grab some ingredients and get started. All right, let's go ahead and get our chicken going. First, we're going to set up our station. We're going to start off with flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. I'm using all-purpose flour, 1 large egg with a little bit of water, and panko breadcrumbs. Next, I'm going to season both the flour and the breadcrumbs. The flour is going to get garlic and onion powder, and the breadcrumbs are going to get everything else. There'll be a list down in the description box below for all of the seasonings that I used. We also have some special guests today, Mo and Deadpool Bob Ross. Decided to have a little help in the kitchen today, just in case things get a little messy. Since I'm not a big fan of croutons, I decided to use a form of breaded chicken in my Caesar salads. To me, it gives me the same texture of the crispiness that you're looking for, but not with all of that added extra breading that it feels a little overwhelming sometimes when you bite into a crouton. I prefer to use the breaded chicken, like a panko breaded chicken, in my Caesar salad versus using croutons because I'm not a big fan of croutons, and you still get that crunch, that flavor that you're looking for from the croutons, and you're not missing that added element of the crunch factor that you generally get from a Caesar salad. Now we assemble. First, before you start assembling, you want to pat your chicken down just so it makes sure that the dredging process of the flour adheres to the chicken. So when you go to dip it in your egg wash, it sticks thoroughly. Did I mention how thorough I was with the flour? This is important just to make sure that you're able to get all those nicks and crannies. Who doesn't want a really good crispy piece of chicken? It's exciting. All right, now it's time to transfer into the egg wash. Get that all nice and coated to make sure our panko can stick to the chicken properly. Now, the breadcrumbs. Oh yeah. Get a nice thick coating on there, grab it, pat it in there, get in the crevices, I'm telling you. Prior to battering our chicken, I did preheat my cast iron skillet on a low to medium heat for about 5 minutes, so it can be nice and hot when I add the oil in there, and you can get a good sear, because the last thing you want is a soggy crust for a panko, because it picks up oil pretty quickly. And repeat. What I love about this recipe is you can expand this recipe out for as many people as you like. It was 2 servings, but if you are inviting people over for dinner, or if you're having lunch or a brunch, I don't know about, you can eat salad for brunch. If you're doing an entertainment type of setting, this is great because you can make multiple pieces of chicken and put as much salad as you need. It's budget friendly and it's really good. It's one of those dishes that tastes like there's a lot of effort put into it, but it really wasn't. That's what I love about certain meals like this, especially when you do like a breaded chicken. It always feels so much fancier than what it really is. All right, now it's time to add some oil to the pan. You want to make sure there's enough oil in the pan. I would say about, I don't measure, so I apologize in advance. I don't want to say like half an inch or whatever, but you want to make sure there's enough oil in there for the chicken to be submerged, and you want to cook it for about 4 to 6 minutes on each side, or the internal temperature of 165. Now for the easiest part of this dish, the salad. We're gonna go ahead and start off with some washed romaine lettuce and tomatoes. Gotta wash both. Don't want anything funny in your salad, right? And I like to cut my romaines down. There's nothing really unpleasant about having a side of lettuce just hanging from the side of your mouth. I'm using shaved Parmesan cheese, adding a generous amount. You can add grated, you can use whatever type of Parmesan cheese that you like. I prefer the shave in my Caesar salads just because you just get the Parmesan cheese flavor that I don't always feel like you get from the grated if you get it pre-grated. Or if you like, you can, get your own block of Parmesan cheese and grate it in there yourself as well. That's real fancy. And to finish off our salad, we're gonna add some fresh cracked black pepper to the mix. This is optional, you don't have to add it if you're not a fan of it, but or you can toss it out. A little salad humor there. Anyways, if you're not a fan of black pepper. Back to our delicious looking chicken. Look at that, it looks so good. I always like to let my chicken rest for about a couple minutes after taking it out of the pan because you don't want to cut all the juices out. I think it's all dry. You want juicy or moist chicken still while you have a crispy crust on the outside. So let it sit for a few minutes before you go and cut into it. And that's it. This is pretty easy, right? Looks all delicious. Look at that color. Look at that, it's so pretty. Looks so good. Now it's time to plate. You can use whatever your favorite dressing is. I've got my Kins. I love their dressing. They make really good dressing. But this is a really filling salad, and it's done all in less than 20 minutes. from start to finish. So good. Really good. Love it. Go ahead and give everything a quick toss for presentation and visual purposes. I didn't add the dressing because I am getting a couple servings out of this. So I'm having some now and then some later. So I like to drizzle my dressing on there, but if you want, you can toss the dressing into, toss the dressing into the salad, make it a little bit more traditional. But this is how I eat my salad. And now it's time to play up our chicken. Quick, satisfying, and ready in under 20 minutes. The textures are everything. Crispy, creamy, juicy, all in one bite. Comment below what you would put in your Caesar salad. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more cozy bites, and I'll see you on the next plate.